Be me, Eurocuckanon. I'm 30 years old, still living with my parents, in small European town cause the house market was shit. Used to work a protection gig. But most of the people in the company ruined away after the merger and the boss died when a fucking dragon crash landed on his house. So now I'm just chilling around and scavenging for stuff since supermarkets aren't a thing anymore. Thank God the internet is still working. Orc hordes and centaur herds are raiding the towns and they have taken control of most farmlands and forests. They are primitive motherfuckers armed with nothing but spears and clubs, however they are strong and can take a small caliber round with no problems. It makes me happy now that I traded my motorbike to a deserting soldier for his rifle and ammo. Especially considering how hard gas is to find since shit hit the fan. At first the military tried to push the fantasy creatures back and gain control of the portals. However, the attacks happened everywhere. At once, soldiers defected to protect their families, logistic support collapsed, generals stormed off with a few millions of embezzlements. Shit was bad, mate. But I got me an HKG-3A4. And nobody bothers me about masks and vax certificates anymore. The end of the world, isn't that bad, Dezu-senpai? My train of thought comes to an end when I hear screams from outside. I pick up my rifle and head out of the door. The noise is coming from 2 streets down the left. My father is right beside me holding his shotgun. Anon. Come back inside and help me barricade the door. I look around seeing the neighbors doing the same, while some are pointing shotguns from their windows. I will be right back, Dad. Truth is I've been locked in that house with my parents for days. I'm bored out of my fucking mind and I would rather get eaten by a giant if it means I actually get to do something. Besides, whatever it is, it might be something we can eat. Be me. Coastal village wizard. Everyone thinks I'm a hyper-focused hermit. Kinda true, but I'm sure my fellow wizards feel this way too. New technology moves slow to the islands. Only got my channel 4 orb in 413 after dragon. Make a rare appearance at the tavern. Drucknaf after a moment on the mead. Sudden kraken attack. Usually the only one who deals with this bullshit. Village folk are running and raving mad as always. I'ma be real with y'all, the kraken isn't much of a threat, but that nigga did get me a few extra gold every month. Stumble out of the tavern, mug in hand, mumbling incantations. Start down the steps. Trip onto the 3rd step. Roll for stairs. Mage. Hit my head at the bottom. Wake up a few hours later, head and vomit, lucky I didn't drown. Festivities have begun in the village. Make my way slowly back up the stairs, vomit plastered to my cape, staff, and mug. Get to the party. Godwin is the center of attention. Slayed the kraken and took the maidenhead. Of every maiden on the island. He brought a batch of new staffs and equipment to the island. Won't let me have one as I'm insufficient as the town wizard. Where should I travel now, my fellow wizard folk? It seems the town council will have me exiled, and I need somewhere quiet to plot my revenge. Be me, avid gun enthusiast. Be last night. Talking with friends about self-defense. Say if people are gonna try to jump me, I'd shoot the fuck out of them. All of my friends freak the fuck out. Ganon, but that's like wrong. You'd go to prison if you did that, anon. Explain state laws say I'd be in the right. Well, legally you're right, but morally you're wrong. I responded, but not the guys beating the shit out of me for no reason. Well, anon, if you're being jumped it's because you did something wrong. So we're blaming the victim now? Besides, stand your ground laws should be fucking abolished. Friends dogpile on me for 30 minutes despite the fact I don't want to have the discussion anymore. When I try to say let's agree to disagree, they say no, fuck that, because you're wrong. When I ask them, what the fuck do you want me to say then? I don't want to talk about this. Friends start going on and on about how wrong I am and how I have violent thoughts and tendencies. And I need mental help. Says the retards that believe defending myself from criminals is a bad thing. These retards unironically believe if you're getting jumped by thugs, it's better to get your ass kicked for something that isn't your fault than to shoot the assholes. Fucking faggot armchair therapists. What's Caper's second take on my absolutely retarded former friends? Be me. Wear a gas mask into a grocery store. 2 maskless Karens walk up to me. One of them gets into angry fit. Starts calling me a communist, fear-mongering. She actually starts crying. One of the staff come up. The lady is now demanding I take it off, and I must be some kinda terrorist. Meanwhile, I'm still standing here, with my milk bamboozled. The staff member asks what's happening. He's wearing one of those disposable masks. She repeats the nonsense. He tells her it's store and government policy to wear a mask, and while my odd-looking mask may be a bit extreme, it's allowed. She gets angry and calls him a diaper-faced loser. Security arrives. She's forced to leave. The other Karen doesn't say a thing, slowly follows the other. Yeah, anti-maskers are absolutely batshit. I was wearing a Arfa that I no longer own, if anyone was wondering. Vintage GMG pic for reference, not me. Be me. DoorDash driver. Get order from Little Caesars. Pick up the pies and drive like 18 minutes to deliver. Contactless delivery, so I gotta call the guy out. He comes out, can't be older than 17. He's wearing full Vietnam combat dress. Even had boot leggings. His mom comes out to apologize for him. But she doesn't know I'm a fellow GQ. We chop it up about where he got it and if he did reenactments and shit. Give him the pies and get out of there. Sometimes I wear my vest and shit around the house, it feels nice. Dunno if you're in here, lil nigga. But I understand completely. Anyway. It, K. Amando spottings. Be me. Have always been able to freeze water since I was 7. Would practice in secret at the old forest lake every afternoon for 10 years away from the Barrens Rangers' prying eyes. I can now create and launch lance-sized ice spikes and freeze small animals in their tracks. I don't dare to poach deer, I can get flogged for that when I carry it into town. One day I get caught by a local baron and his retinue returning from a hunting trip. He's not angry, thankfully, but surprisingly intrigued. I point to their wagon and offer to build a chest of ice to preserve the extra deer he shot. He accepts, but tells me to meet him at his castle the next day. Our king has declared war, we are marching out tomorrow, and you are joining us. Fuck yeah, I have dreamed of doing this since I was a child. The glory of battle awaits me, no foe imaginable can survive my magic. Stuck in a monotonous hell, doing food preservation, freezing muddy terrain, and bridging lakes and rivers for the carts. In the logistics train. Lads, I'm bored, I don't want to do this anymore. Please tell me it gets better. How do I get out of this? Be me. Watching footage from the Sino-American War of 2035. Suddenly hear a crash. Someone's breaking in. Finally my time to shine. Whip out my new Gauss rifle. Run downstairs in nothing but my undies. Forgot I overclocked the computer in the rifle. End up putting a smart car-sized hole in the side of my house as well as my neighbors. What do? Be me. Yesterday decided to kill a couple hours at a local indoor range. Only other guy besides me is a fat man. Feeling social, so I walk by to see what he has. .38 Taurus he's loading with 38 Super. Plus PMFW. I just leave instead of saying anything. Drive again today. Range closed. So what's everyone shooting this weekend? I could have had a North Dakota today. Be me, home from range. Wiping down R-15 with towel. Didn't check if I had one in the chamber. Open gun and gently let hammer down to wipe it. Pull back hammer and close gun. Without thinking pull the trigger. Click. Heart skipped a beat realizing what I just did. I've been a gun owner for 3 years, and this is the first time when I relaxed and didn't think about what I was doing. Thankfully I cleared it at the range.